Hi. Are you feeling drained and unfocused throughout the day, maybe even a little burnt out when you know you have so much to get done? And so maybe you're relying on yet another cup of coffee, you are increasing your sugar intake to get by, and you know that that's not the right solution. Maybe you even simply want to have all day vitality. That is possible for you. So whether you are looking for solutions for yourself or your team, I'm glad that you're here. My name is 𝐲𝐮𝐫, and I am a holistic nutrition consultant, otherwise known as a registered holistic nutritionist, and I'm here to help provide you with some tips to beat the afternoon slump. Let's get into it. I want to first and foremost talk to you about optimizing your meals. Of course, right? How I suggest doing this is make sure you have your micro and macronutrients balanced. You don't need to cut out carbohydrates at all to feel good and to look good as well. Okay, this is the most unmarketed concept and it is balance. So start the day, whenever it is, if you have breakfast or lunch, with a high protein meal. Make sure you have a clean source of protein. It could be eggs, it could be tofu or tempeh, and have complex carbohydrates. It could be quinoa or sweet potatoes or potatoes, okay? And a healthy fat, olive oil, coconuts, almonds, walnuts, and avocados, okay? And make sure you have this, because otherwise, if you're going to have cereal or a muffin, your energy is going to quickly deplete, all right? Next tip is to move. I recommend after lunch, even before you work, after you work, to move your body. It could be 10 squats, it could be going for a walk, it could be going for a run, yoga. It doesn't matter which flavor of movement, it is key that you move. And studies show that only 30 minutes of movement activates something called mTOR. This is cellular autophagy, meaning your cells are cleaning itself and you are getting younger by moving, okay? It also helps to increase GABA, which is your anti-anxiety neurotransmitter. Really good, okay, and completely free. Next tip is to have more plants, and not necessarily in the form of food in this case, and I'm speaking more so in terms of tea. So matcha tea, yerba mate, white tea, oolong tea, green tea. These are also great sources of caffeine, and you know what? Sometimes we need that extra boost. Sometimes coffee is not the best option because it revs us up a little too much. Not saying you can't enjoy it, because I totally enjoy coffee too, and there's lots of benefits to it. So in the afternoon, try a different source of caffeine. You also can enjoy your caffeine and optimize it. So with coffee, you could potentially actually drink it around 10 a.m. or 12 p.m., for example, and optimize your cortisol dip. So we actually have cortisol, our stress hormone, that is highest in the morning to get us going. And then it naturally dips around 11 to 1. And then until about 4 p.m., it starts to slowly rise again. If you ever have experienced your second wind, it's because cortisol is rising again around 10 to 11 p.m., okay? So optimize this time with caffeine. You might only need it around 10 a.m., 12 p.m. I wouldn't do it past noon because it could affect your sleep. So start to go for optimizing your caffeine. Next is breath work. The power of our breath is so important. It can completely change the way that you think, the way that you feel. It can reduce your stress levels. It doesn't have to be a whole long breathwork session or a meditation. Just checking in on your breath, making sure you're deeply breathing, okay? So use these tips for all day energy and let me know how it goes. I hope this helps and enjoy the rest of your day.